Here we get down straight to the point. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, this is your boy, Miguel from the Mobile Mechanics 757. It is AC season 2026. Mobile Mechanics and DIY. This is just for you. Now, one of the most irritating things, the most complicating system on that vehicle, other than the transmission, is the AC system. It has so many parts to it that all work together. If one of them are messing up, you're going to get a symptom. You're going to be like, oh, holy hell. And it is expensive to work on your AC system. There is no shortcuts you can do. And if you do shortcuts to follow in here, it's going to cost you more. That's the reason why I have compiled 30-something years of knowledge of an AC cheat sheet. And you're saying, well, what is that? Great question. Well, my AC cheat sheet is 21 pages. 21 pages that are, I give you an example. So, of course, you got the pressure charts. And you know the new Freon is completely different pressure than the old one. And that's just the way it is. If you have your professional gauges, which you can get at the mobilemechanics757.com, the mobilemechanics757.com, you can go to my mechanic store. This is the stuff that I've been using for over 30 years. So you're saying, well, why am I going to get those gauges? Well, if you're going to be diagnosing an air conditioning system, you have to have professional AC gauges on the high and low side. Well, it has different scenarios of the gauges themselves, and all you have to do is look at what your gauges are saying to you, and you're like, wow, it's literally telling you what the problem is. I give you an example. If you have hot and your air conditioner's cold, you know your Freon level is good, your compressor's working, but you're getting hot and cold, and this is annoying you, and you know your blend doors are working, that will be your expansion valve. And guess what? This one had told you that. Instead of spending hours and hours and hours and hours in YouTube, nope. DIY, Mobile Mechanics, you know exactly what to go for. It tells you what it does, and the symptoms, and the repairs. If you're working with a customer, and they're like, well, I really don't understand how in the world, well, how does the air conditioning system work? Well, I have my residential and commercial license, and it's basically all the same. You have a diagram that you can show the customers, and know the diagram yourself. Explain to the customers. They really need to know what they're paying for, and what are the different components and what they do and they don't do. You explain to them that, for instance, if you're changing the compressor, you have to change that receiver and dryer, or you're not getting a warranty, because, and then you explain to them why. It's all here, information. The compressor, well, it's spinning. I see it spinning, but there's nothing happening. Well, you have your gauges, put them up there, and the pictures, the numerous pictures that are up here, will literally tell you, well, based upon your gauges, this is how to. It even has a whole entire section, how to know if my compressor is working, how to tell if your compressor is bad. It even has pictures. Let me just read some of the stuff. How to tell if your orifice tube or your expansion block is clogged up. Let's see. I added Freon every 2 weeks. What could it be? Why does my air conditioner only work when I'm driving, but when I'm at idle, it doesn't work at all? My compressor doesn't have a clutch on it. How does that? What is it doing? How do I know if it's doing anything? Where do I charge up my AC system at? Which one of the ports? My air conditioner's on, but there's nothing blowing from the vents. What is that noise that I'm hearing that's cycling on and off, and my air conditioner is a little bit cool, but it ain't really doing too much? Does compressors need oil when I'm changing it? My O-rings, I just changed it, but it's still leaking. What did I do wrong? My whole entire point is 21 pages. Customers and DIY. Also, when you're using those DIY things you get from the store, you got that red, yellow, and green. This is going to tell you how to do it right. Those numbers mean something. Those colors mean something. But if you don't fill it up correctly, you're just going to keep going back and forth every time the weather changes. You have to know you got to know what's going on. And this will save you thousands of pounds, thousands of dollars. Just the way it is. With that being said, you can go to themobilemechanic757.com, themobilemechanic757.com, and you can buy that particular document. I have other documents, but that particular document, Mobile Mechanics, you will save your customers a lot of money. Also, customers, you'll save yourself a lot of money because you know what's going on, or you can just fix it yourself. 30 years of knowledge. I didn't download this stuff offline. 30 years of knowledge. If you like this video, please like, subscribe, share, hit that follow button, and remember, you are